How's it going, guys? Flickfly here, and today we're up to episode 63 of my York City career mode, and it happens to also be the first episode of our 4th season. So in this episode, it's mainly going to be transfer business, or not even mainly, it's going to be all transfer business. So it's going to be a bit of a longer episode, so the next episode we'll finally get into some gameplay, and I thought that was the best approach that I can take to this. For those of you that don't like the transfer business, then maybe this isn't the episode for you, but I do recommend you guys watch it because, you know, this is a pretty important stuff. I do sign some players, and these are going to be the players I'm going to be playing with for the rest of the season. So let's get into the episode today. You can see there Joe, he played really well last season, scored a bunch of goals, and you can see that Real Madrid's actually going after him, as well as Tuscany. So the top goal scorers seem to really be in high demand from the bigger clubs, and Real Madrid is looking to buy him. So here, as usual, at the start of the season, I'll check out the free agents, and the first player I see is this Morante guy. And he has 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He looks to be perfect for a cam position because he has a high offensive and low defensive work rate. So I know we do have De Silva usually at that cam position, but I figured this is a guy that we can't pass up on. And the main downfall to De Silva, in all honesty, guys, he only has 1-star weak foot, which is really frustrating at times. And that might be something that is a deciding factor in maybe his future in the club. And Sorrentino, also a man that is in high demand due to his performance last season. I put really big counter offers in because I don't want to give him up very easily, so chances are they won't accept that, but I figured might as well give it a shot. And here I'm looking to go after a few left backs and right backs as well. And the right back I go after is from Ipswich Town. Really young guy, 21 years of age and 73 overall. And I figure our defense, our center backs are pretty strong. And we do have some young players there, but our left back and right back are a little bit weak, so I'm looking to improve that where I can. And here I go after Bruno yet again. I think I went after him last season, but things didn't work out. And there you can see he's continuing to progress really nicely. So hopefully we can go ahead and sign him and maybe even add him to the club. So we're going to continue with some simulation here, and Joe has yet to get an offer sent to him. And he's not really someone I'm looking to go ahead and buy because I think he's a little bit up there in age. So you can check out here, after a few inquiries, I pretty much sent as many inquiries as I possibly could because at the start of the season, I look to sign as many players as I can, and you sometimes manage to come across some decent deals like that guy. I thought he was worth 1.9 million, so I went ahead and sent him a request. And here's another right mid that seemed to have a bit of potential, 74 overall and 20 years of age. And Virgil, I think I went after him as well last season, but I decided not to put it in an offer this season. So yeah, I pretty much just continue to go ahead and look to make offers and pretty much just negotiate with the clubs. Here you can see Celtic decide to go after Sorrentino as well. Middlesbrough go after him, and Real Sociedad also go after him. But chances are they're not going to accept these big offers because I just don't want to give up Sorrentino at this point because I know he's going to progress as a player, and he is pretty much our #1 striker as well as Chikuchi. And at this point, I don't want to sell him. So we continue with our simulation right here, and we get a load of emails, mainly saying that most of our players have returned from loans, including Balanza, Henley, who are some good players for us, Tom Allen, and Pagallo, our keeper. And we get a transfer offer for Ole Johnson, so I was looking to sell him off as soon as I could because Ole Johnson gets no play time or hardly any, so any cash I can get for him will be a plus for us. So pretty much any bit of value that other teams want to go ahead and send to him, I'll pretty much accept. So we're going to see if that one goes through, but Morante didn't accept that first offer I sent him, mainly because I didn't put his role in the squad, because I try not to do that, because if the players don't turn out for me and they don't get enough playtime, they get a little bit angry. So that's not something I want to go ahead and have happen this season, because that tended to be a problem for us last season with Dos Santos, Sinclair, and Bergamelli fighting over that center defensive mid position. And our fellow Barclays Premier League team, QPR, actually goes off for Sorrentino as well. I, of course, submit another big offer. I think I put that one at 7 million because clubs didn't want to seem to be biting on the 8 million, so I decided to lower it a bit. And here was a little bit confusing that that right mid that I was going after. They originally gave me an enquiry of like 1.4 million. Then when I sent them a 1.4 million offer, they decided to bump it up. So that was kind of weird. And so I don't think I submitted a second offer to them. And we're continuing to try to sign that Ipswich right back. I forget his name, but Elliot Hewitt. So we submit another offer for him, and Sorrentino's offer from West Brom, or our counter offer, was not accepted, so they're not going to be going after him anytime soon. And it's kind of weird that they're going after him, seeing as they do have Joe, and he was such a big goal scorer for them, but I guess they want to just add to another big striker to their club, and I can't blame them there. Sorrentino did play quite well for us, and he didn't even get that much play time at the start of the season, and he ended up playing really well. So here, Santos, I continue to go after him because he was really a player that I was wanting to sign. and our offer for Hewitt was declined, so I'm going to bump up the offer, put in 4.4 million, and Valverde, hopefully that one goes through, and Morante is signed by the club, so that's a good signing for us because he looks to be a really nice player for us, and I think I did stick him in the starting 11 because he really looks to have a lot of potential, and he looks like a great player. So here we get a lot of scouting updates. Mainly a few decent players, mainly from England, but they're a 60 to 86 keeper. That's a good potential, and I think the rest I just continue to scout or just decline them. And we get another offer from Ole Johnson. The first one must not have gone through, and we pretty much just accept that one. Hopefully that one does go ahead and work for us. And yet again, that does break down. So that was a little unfortunate. Ole Johnson looks to be staying at the club for at least the time being. And luckily for us, we do get the contract offer accepted for Hewitt, or the transfer offer, and we do send him a contract offer. So hopefully things turn out for that. And Malaga just doesn't want to seem to budge on that right mid of theirs, and I can't blame him. He looks to have a lot of potential, so they're not going to give him up easily. So I put in a really nice offer, Sinclair as well as 2 million, because Sinclair, he's a tricky situation for me because he doesn't get too much play time, yet he has a lot of potential and a lot of value for us. So maybe we can go ahead and pick up another player that might get a little bit more play time. So we do pick up that right back there, so that's a nice signing for the team. And now we're gonna mainly focus on the left back, and that left back I was focusing on was Ivan, because he is a right back, but I figured that's not too big of a deal. Right backs can play left backs can play right backs. And to be honest, guys, there weren't a lot of left backs that were young and had a lot of potential, mainly just 1 or 2, whereas right backs, there was quite a few of them. So here I go after another scout here. We're gonna send him to Norway to look for a strong player, and I figure maybe up there's gonna be some strong players, and we send another one to Brazil for a technically gifted player. So I don't know if that has any effect on the players that we do find, but hopefully things will turn out and we find some nice young players to add to our youth academy and develop them a little bit. So here's a couple highlights from the South American Cup. At this point in time, I'm still not managing a country, and I probably won't until I get a really nice offer from a big name club. And Levante does accept our transfer offer, so that's a good signing for us. We just have to get the contract offer figured out, and we can add Ivan to our starting 11, and then we'll have 2 really nice both left backs and right backs for the club that have a lot of potential. So we go and give him a crucial first team player role, and I'm sure he'll go ahead and go through with that because York City is on the rise, and why wouldn't any club want to go ahead and join us? So Santos, I'm really going after this guy. I really do want to sign him. So I put in Daryl Byrne, who, as you guys know, didn't get too much play time toward the end of the season because it's a tough predicament with Joe Jerome and Daryl Byrne because they're both really nice players. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to start Joe Jerome because he has more potential. And here, Everson gets an offer from Morecambe, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that one, and hopefully that one does go through. But it seems like for all those players that don't have too much overall, those transfer offers just don't work out. They always break down. So that's really unfortunate for us. But hopefully some other offers come in for him and we can eventually sell him off. Or I might come to a point in time where I do release him, because I don't know if you guys caught it at the start of the episode, but our transfer sum that we have in total is 10 million. So that's quite a bit and quite a change for us as what I'm used to, and 45,000 for a wage budget, so that's really nice. And hopefully we can go ahead and sign some big name players like this Santos guy that I'm going after. But eventually it comes to a point in time where I figure he's not going to budge. But there, Zenit accepts a 31 million offer from Manchester United to sign Witzel, who is one of the most potential players, and that's a really big sign. That might be the biggest one that I've seen so far throughout this career mode. And Chelsea's going after not Lavezzi, but I forget his name at this point in time, but the Napoli striker Cavani, that's his name. But here we go into the first friendly. We get a draw, but that's not too big of a deal. I just simulate that one, and I don't even put many starting players in there because last season, I think we had someone get injured at the start of the season, so I didn't want to repeat myself. And here we get our youth academy reports. Some decent players in there, and here we get an offer for Bagala from an unknown club that I don't know, and I pretty much just accept that, hoping that that one will sign. And there I go after a goalkeeper to back things up, just submit a bunch of them, and hopefully one of them does get signed. And I pretty much don't put a squad role in that one because he's pretty much going to be sitting on the bench, and to be honest, he won't get much play time. So there you can see Pagalo does get sold, and we get 400,000 added to the transfer budget, so that's good to see, because Pagalo, he was a nice free agent signing for us, and it's nice to get a little bit return from us. And Liverpool actually going after Sirigu, which is kind of interesting, since there's a lot of players, goalkeepers out there, but they decided to go after Sirigu. 2. And here, contract offer accepted from one of those keepers, so that's good to see. He's going to be sitting on the bench, and he will be paid, so that's good to see for him. Only going to cost us 1,000 in wage budget, and of course, I did sign him for free. So we do have a backup keeper at this point, as well as Daryl Byrne and Joe Jerome. So hopefully, we can sell one of those two guys, and we will be in good shape at the goalkeeper situation. And here are Lucas Dos Santos, who's just been a troublesome player for us in regards to playtime. He has just been talking with his agent, talking behind my back, and he wants more playtime, so that's fair enough. I really don't want to let him go because he grew like 5 overall last season, and that's just not a player that I want to give up easily. So here we come to the close in the episode as we get a couple more transfer offers. First one being for Milanov, who I do go ahead and accept because he doesn't get too much playtime, and any bit of value that I can get, it will be helpful for us, so we do sell him off. And here I go after a striker, Kirchhoff. He might be from Germany, and we do go ahead and submit him an offer. And Reese Kelly wants some playtime this time around, so I think I'd go ahead and put him in the subs. And there you can see the contract offer is accepted for Kirchhoff, and we get a contract offer for international management from Ecuador, I believe. And that's a decent offer, but I decided to turn that one down. But that will bring an end to the episode today, guys. It was kind of a long-winded one for me. But in the next episode, I will be going on with our first regular season game against Sunderland. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to leave a like, rating, and a comment. Anyways, this has been Flickify. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that bit of transfer business in today's episode. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can click on the video on your left to be taken to an original squads episode. It's an American squad builder, and it was really fun for me to make. And on the right is a pack opening video. You can see me either fail or win at some packs. You'll find out when you watch the video.